Hey guys and gals, this is Chewy419, and you're watching my action figure review of Luke Skywalker from Star Wars The Black Series. Brand new series just came out. As you can see, Luke is number 1 in the series. There's 4 figures in the series. Number 1 is Luke Skywalker. Number 2 is Darth Maul. Number 3 is the Sand Trooper, and number 4 is R2-D2. So let's go ahead and get started here. The box is black box. Since it's a black series, it's pretty appropriate. As you can see here, it says Luke Skywalker. It's got his picture right there. I'll pan up so you can see it. Pretty nice box. These figures are 4 to a box, to a case, and so you get one figure of each in a box. So very limited. In fact, yesterday I went through several Targets, and a couple of them that I called that actually did have them only had 4. So the assumption being that they had 1 of each. So kind of hard to come by right now, since it's a highly anticipated Hasbro release. I'm not sure what the availability will be, but hopefully it's a lot, because these figures do look good. Anyway, let's get back to the box. You can see Star Wars series, the Black Series, with Luke's picture on it on the top. Then on the bottom it just has a proof of purchase in that. The side right here is black. You got a little window there for Luke. And then on the back you have number 1, Luke Skywalker with a Star Wars symbol on it. And then it has a little paragraph here. Luke Skywalker uses the power of the Force and his piloting skills to destroy the Death Star. And then it has a quote. Now each one of these boxes actually have that little paragraph, then it has a quote. This quote says, it'll be just like Baker's Canyon back home. So that's right from the movie. Which is pretty good. So far, you've got the orange lights here, kind of like on Cloud City. You also have the orange lights right there. Really good box, I think. All 4 of them fit in that case box pretty good. And then, if you're a collector and you save the boxes like I do, there's no wasted space there, like the bubble card backs and that, where you kind of have trouble trying to find those if you're packing them. Plus, the nice thing with this is Luke can go right back in there. You don't have to pack him separately if you're moving or if you're storing them or anything like that. So really good box so far. Has a little hanger tag right there, so whatever retail store decides to do with it. I know Target's the sticker on the was on the shelf. It said $19.99, and it was actually on the shelf. It wasn't on a peg. So kind of, where to look. It really depends. Let's see what else on this. Not much else on the box. So let's go ahead. Well, one thing, I don't know if you can kind of see it here, it's kind of got a nice outline, and all these boxes have that outline. So it's a really nice, classy box right there. So without further ado, let's go ahead and open this guy up. Pretty excited about this. This is a highly anticipated figure that came out, and all 4 of them. So let's go ahead and pull it out here. Pretty easy to pull out. It just had a little tape right there that I cut off previously. So there's a bubble case right there. Pretty simple. And then one nice thing, if you like to display these guys, it kind of has a pull-out box right there. So I mean, if you want to display them and have a little background, you could. So that's kind of neat. So let's go ahead and put that down there. I'll show you what Luke looks like when he's standing behind that. Okay, so to start with, I'm just going to slide the lightsaber out and his blaster. And let's see if I can get his helmet out. It's a little plastic here. Now, Luke does not have any rubber bands, so that's kind of good. Just take them out. Looks like they packed them pretty good too. It's taking me a little bit of effort to pop this guy out, but as you can see, the bubble is intact and everything, so that's very good. Let's put Luke aside for now, and I'll give you a close-up of the blaster, if you can kind of see that. And it's pretty good. It's got some pretty good detail on it. Let's see if I can get some light shined on it. Right there. I mean, see if you can see the detail on the handle. It's even got a couple grooves in the handle, and it's a brown handle and it's a silver muzzle. So they even painted it, which is kind of nice. Lightsaber is pretty awesome, I think. Blue lightsaber, but if you can tell, I mean, really painted all the way from the gold to the little red dot on top, to the grips, the black grips, and then the little hook there. So I think they did a really good job on the lightsaber. Pistol's pretty good, the blaster. Then the helmet, I mean, look at that weathering on the helmet. I mean, pretty fantastic right there. Good paint job. Now, it's a little off, but I mean, more or less with the detail on that, I think they did pretty good with the weathering and that. The goggles right there and that. They even have the little headset mic right there, which is kind of cool. So I would say, you know, that's pretty good. There's a little paint there, but you know, for a manufactured helmet, I think it works. So, all right, so that's that. I'll put that over there, then we'll get on to the main attraction here. Let me see. So, this looks pretty good. Actually, it looks awesome. I mean, I'm very happy with this. I'm glad I waited all this time for these. The price is $19.99 at Target and Walmart and Toys R Us, but you know, it is really worth it, especially since there's only four action figures in a wave, so you know, you can kind of stretch it out as opposed to the 9 or 12 of the 3 3/4. So you know, for a collector, I think this is really worth it, and I hope that Hasbro keeps up the quality and the detail of it. So, but you know, as you can see, I'll just kind of move this around for you so you can see him. His cylinders, really good. His papers, the gloves, that kind of gloss finish. That's a nice touch. I don't really see any molding marks too much, so that's really nice too. Gosh, you know, you look at his face here, and I gotta tell you, I mean, you can. The likeness is so good that you can actually see his mole right there. I mean, that is impressive right there? You know, I mean, you know, it pretty much looks like Mark Hamill did when he did A New Hope. It's fantastic. I'm really impressed with this. They even got the hair, that sandy blonde hair, with the highlights in that so that right there, I mean, a highly detailed. In fact, I mean, there's not too many figures out there that I see, even with the, you know, the different companies and that are this good. I mean, in my opinion only, of course. But you know, there's this flak jacket. You've got the pockets right there, very very detailed. You've got his flares on his leg there. So really good. And you know, the nice thing with these, I noticed that, you know, it's not only just one joint. If I can do this right, they've actually got a couple joints there. So that's something new that I haven't seen too much of. So that's really good. And the joints, even on the legs, you know, on the 3 3/4 joints, they really, some worked, some didn't. And I think for this guy, it really works. And this is the first time I've actually seen in Hasbro doing like a joint connection right there, not at the heel, but kind of at the, you know, at the foot right there. So you have 2 points right there on each foot. You have your calf movement. You have 2 points right there at the knee, which is really good. Move that out of the way. You've got a articulated joint right here. So I mean, you can already, the possibilities of posing these are pretty awesome. Then you've got your regular hip joint, and it's on a joint right there. So each leg does that, which is really nice. I mean, they really did a good job. Your hands, the fingers don't move, but your wrists move. Your elbows fully articulated. Then move that down. You got your shoulder blades up and down, complete 360, really nice. Let's see. Then you've got your waist movement, or kind of your rib cage movement right there. So that's pretty good. Then they kind of did something pretty cool. They've got a ball joint right there, but they also have your neck where you can pop that down. I really like that feature. And I tell you, I mean, look, from the mold to the neck paint, I mean, it's pretty flawless right there. Very good color. The transition is really excellent. Even on the box, good color paint right there, good detail. And the hose right there, I mean, just overall really great figure. I think Hasbro really did a nice job with the first figure. You know, plus when you talk about first figures, I mean, Luke Skywalker, obviously, that's what the original trilogy is about. So really well done. Another nice thing here, and let's see. Oh, yeah. Okay, I thought so. That's cool too. I didn't show you that on accessories, but the lightsaber blade comes off, and he's even got a little hook there. I mean, you know, it doesn't click in, it just stays there. But I gotta tell you, that's a real nice feature, especially if you're displaying them. I like to display my guys, different poses and stuff. But you know, for instance, if he wants to carry his helmet right there, I mean, that's a really good pose right there. And then the lightsaber, that's really classy, you know what I mean? I'll show you what he looks like with his helmet on. Fits pretty good. Molded pretty well. The blaster fits nice with his finger and everything. So Really, just a really classy piece of work. I am very impressed for Hasbro. Unfortunately, last year wasn't the greatest year for Hasbro. They didn't really come out with that many waves. I was disappointed. I'll be honest with you, I was just disappointed. But this year, I think this makes up for it. So, very happy with that. I think that's about it for Luke. One last thing. The holes right there are a little bigger. So you might, the pegs might be a little loose on the standard, but there's pegs out there that'll work. So you can really pause, or you can really place him pretty well. Then, like I said before, I would show you what the background looks like if you wanted to display. So that's what it looks like right there for the display. It's pretty nice if you have it on your bookshelf or whatever between books to have it like that, unless you have a background or something. So, but overall, great number one. So, and I would say that the movie likeness is spot on. I really would. Of course, if you have any comments or anything about my review, you can always leave those. If you want to like this review, please do so. If you would like to subscribe to my page here, please do so, because in the weeks to come, I am going to be reviewing the other 3 out of this wave and the next wave, and so on and so forth. Plus, there's the movie packs and everything like that. So, got a lot of reviews for you. I hope you join me. Subscribe. Please leave a comment. And if you like the review, hit that like button. So, thanks a lot for watching, and we will see you next time. Chewy 419's rating for Star Wars The Black Series Luke Skywalker number 1 is rating at the following. Detail is 5 rebel symbols. Articulation is 5 rebel symbols. Paint is 4.5 rebel symbols. Movie likeness is 5 rebel symbols. And overall rating is 4.5 rebel symbols. That's Luke Skywalker, The Black Series.